The estimated SOF is 2,141. You have 3 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
Welcome to Kyle Terzak 9000 at South Boston.
Stages tonight will be the completion of lap 65.
Okay, I'll push start you. Yeah, I'm a sprint car.
All right, drivers, good luck. Have fun.
2 races tonight, 125 laps.
For those tonight.
Hopefully I don't spin it off into the pits like I did last week.
Starting grid on the pole position with a lap time of 14.764 seconds. It's the 051 of Kyle Terzak. Outside the front row, missed it by 33 thousandths of a second. It is the 3 of Brian McCann. Brandon Mefford rolls off from the 3rd position.
Got 8 cars
Joshua Stewart takes the 4th
gridded.
spot. Garrett
The other 2 are in the pits.
Number 15, he'll roll from
Why, I don't know.
Number 5, Newt Quick out of Illinois. The number 4 machine will start 6th. Tim Schofield.
So I got 8 cars on the track.
In the 7th position, Larry Bruner.
Little thin.
Having fun.
Josh Funkhauser, the 81, will roll from the 9th position with Mike Cook, the 00 rolling off shotgun on the field in the 10th position.
The pace cars.
Thought there was 10 of us
Tonight, but I don't know.
2 of them in the pits.
Kind of good as of late. Looking at these short cars, as far as the competition
I don't know.
is concerned,
Inside.
races have been a little
Clear
cleaner,
low, clear low.
a little bit better action. We'll see if that remains true here tonight.
Inside.
South.
Clear low, clear low.
Brandon tried to dude me on the yellow line. And I'm trying not to spin out.
Completion of lap 25 for stage 1. Then lap 65 for stage 2. Flag in the air, we're racing from South Boston.
I almost hope it's not getting broadcast.
Hey, Derek. Yeah, they're going to rebrand this league to the Kyle Terzak 9000.
A new paint scheme on the 051 this week. We're so familiar seeing him in those red colors all season long, switching it up here this week here in some blue and white. Still an 051 at the front of the field.
That's what Wally had to pull me aside and ask me last week. He was like, what do you think about this? It's like,
Field loose off
should we just rename the league? And I was like, yeah.
The 4 of New Quick. Larry Bruner rolling in behind, trying to do more of the same.
Hey, Ray. Thank you.
A couple of drivers not taking the green flag here tonight. Unfortunately, Mike Cook and Josh Funkhauser not sure what their issues are. Neither driver took the green flag. Both drivers practiced and qualified. Not sure.
Oh, I forgot to bring my water down here.
Looking at an 8-car field here tonight now that those 2 unable to make the start. Hopefully they can get back in here for the 2nd race of the evening.
Bad news is I'm not in the lead. Good news is I saved a bunch of money. I'm joking.
That continues a car length and a half back to Brian McCann in the 2nd.
He's not really pulling away from me, so
runs in.
I got that going.
2 car lengths off of the 3 of McCann. Though Garrett Johnston, car length and a half off the back bumper, the number 83, currently runs in the 4th position. Seems to have a little bit of pace right now. His fastest lap just a hair faster than Brandon Mefford.
I got it riding neutral, and it seems like he does too. Even if I do catch him, ain't no way in hell I'm going to pass him.
Keeps it in position. That's the 3rd spot. Johnston there in 4th. He's up 1 from the start of the race.
The leader just did a 14.977.
Short track racing.
In this battle here for the 3rd spot, Mefford's got it for the time being.
to get used to this car being so wide. Driving that next gen around, you can really get on that wall, but here,
Race leaders Turzak and Brian.
it's like having an additional 3 feet.
Turzak very gently and slowly pulling away from the 3 of McCann. It was a couple of car lengths on a 4. Brian does reel him back in through 1 and 2, but only by...
It's starting to get a little loose. That 100 lap run is going to be interesting.
Stronger. The latter stages of a lap 3 and 4 seems to be where he really excels.
The leader just did a 15.082.
Oh, she rotates.
Up on that third place battle between Brandon Dufford and Garrett Johnston. That has cooled off quite a bit. Johnston was there within striking distance, maybe a car length off the back bumper of Mefford just a few laps ago, but that distance has gotten bigger and bigger between the two of them. I'd say put it at bus length, maybe 2 between those two drivers, Mefford and Garrett Johnston. Meanwhile, Joshua Stewart back in the 5th position in that familiar blue and white 03 machine.
Feels like I've been racing for 50 laps now. So that 100 lap run is going to be real fun.
Nuke started in that spot. Pretty much everybody out there, with the exception of a few drivers. Garrett Johnston started 5th. He's up to 4th. Joshua Stewart, the other way around, started 4th down to 5th.
Brandon's hanging.
Everybody else is stayed put. There is a change there in the 9th and 10th position. Mike Cook, Josh Funkhauser, but then neither driver making the start. Sure, the situation there again, nonetheless. Mike Cook going to finish this one here in the 9th spot. Funkhauser 10th, unless somehow they can get back into the session.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
All right, gentlemen, that
Pit road
is
is closed.
8-1.
Back out front quickly, the stage just about to end. In completion lap 25, we should see that stage come to a close. Hit miss this season as far as cautions are concerned with some of these stage breaks. In fact, the yellow should
Something in my
here at
pedals
the
is
end of
loose.
stage
Keeps,
one.
road is now
Stage in
open.
question is the second one.
Something's moving.
Sometimes we see it, sometimes we don't. But nevertheless, field off turn number 4. Turzak's going to cross the line here.
He almost wrecked.
He'll win stage number 1. The caution comes out.
Pit box in 5.
Second place was
Sorry,
Brian
my big
McCann,
motor
Brandon
went
Mefford 3rd. 5th,
One.
sorry,
Right here.
they go in order. Garrett Johnston was 4th.
He almost did something similar to what I did last week.
7th, Tim Schofield. 8th, Larry Bruner. Mike Cook 9th, Josh Funkhauser 10th. Not sure if they'll award stage points for 9th
All right,
and
that's
10th
it.
there,
Go.
as neither driver took the green flag here tonight, though they will
Line
be
up, single
classified in those positions.
Oh, we were wearing them in perfect. Shoot, we could have won 100 laps more on that.
Left turn by Kyle Turzak. Even laid some rubber on the racetrack to come down pit lane. Not really sure if it was even a question if these guys...
Oh, the outside right front ain't even touching the ground. It's still at 100%.
Sides going. Machines here. It's right side.
How you doing, Tim?
For both.
Surviving.
We can pull Kyle into the broadcast booth quickly here. Kyle Turzak and Steve in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Kyle,
Hey,
congratulations.
Kendall, thank you
How
for
about you?
the follow.
All right, man, we're going
Because this
green
place
next
is so
time by.
short, but
All right,
how's
man,
the car
line up on
feeling?
the
How's
inside
things
row.
settling in for you these first?
Starting behind
All right,
Nuke.
guys, remember...
You know, pretty good. I was just trying to see where the limit
He
was.
stayed out.
I think I found it, so right here, I'm just gonna see what
I'm right behind you.
Trying to hold off the
I
can.
finally got my channel notifications working to where I can hear them again. That's the first time I've heard it in months.
Speaking of
Get
tires, looks like
ready.
you and a lot of other guys took right sides only. How do you expect the car to handle with just a fresh set of right side Hoosiers?
Hopefully it's gonna tighten up a little bit. Always does, and hopefully that will help us in the
Green,
long
green,
run. And which we're gonna have right here. So Only taking right sides, we'll tighten up.
Got one
have,
outside. The leader just did
bunch of laps, so it's gonna be a long time.
Oh, he had to go down to pits.
Let's get back to work, man. Good luck the rest of the way.
Clear high.
Thank you.
The leader is
It's Kyle Terzak, your stage winner. Get ready to go back racing. Gotta get these stage interviews in quick.
Check.
Not a lot of time on these small bull rings to get them done, but we got it done.
That was you, buddy.
This one's in the books as we wait for the green flag to come.
Give him a black flag.
Through turn 4, the pace car makes the hard left into pit lane.
2-lap penalty.
There it is. Green flag back in the air from Sobo.
Yeah, it's over. Tell my black flag. Might as well pack it up.
Zach leads the lap after the restart. Now Brandon Befford jumps into the second spot. McCann slips.
Yeah, get him, Brandon.
3.
Get him.
A couple of the drivers may have gambled a bit here on tire strategy. Garrett Johnston, Larry Bruner. Here's they both took 4 tires. Again, there's only 10 cars that entered this race, 8 that took the green flag. So starting at the back of the pack for those that opted for 4 tires, well, it's not much of a detriment. Still going to start inside, quote, top 10. So might as well give it a shot if you're at the back of the pack with an opportunity to pit.
I'm just back here hoping saving tire will work, but we all know it won't.
See what you can do with them.
The leader just did a 14.947.
Brandon Befford looking a little racy out the rearview mirror of the 51 of Kyle Terzak.
Get him, Brandon.
Been right on board of the 051. We'll see what he can do to hold off a hard-charging Brandon Befford. Didn't see a lot of an attack from Brian McCann in that first stage. Looks like we're seeing a little bit more coming from the 83.
Get him. Oh, I thought he was going to pull down on that one. That's Josh Stewart behind me. He's improved some. Oh, Brandon messed up.
Befford appears to have a little bit more pace, but as we heard from Kyle Terzak when we interviewed him after that stage break, knowing he's got to go about 100 laps on this set of tires.
Dare I say that my tire saving strategy was helping?
Track position so important. Many of these small short tracks that don't really want to give up that position.
I am slightly faster right now.
This lap from Terzak was a 15.06 to Brandon Befford's 15.07. Fastest car on the racetrack, though, Brian McCann. Not by much, though, 15.05. So the top 3 separated by 2/100ths of a second.
0.095.
Across the stripe once again. Terzak and Befford. Terzak's a bit quicker this time, but still the fastest car on the track. It's the 3 of Brian McCann.
Tell him, Steve.
As he runs in that 3rd position behind this battle for the race lead with Brandon Befford and Kyle Terzak. Off turn 4, lap 43 up on the board.
That right side of my car is hating me. I hit the wall every lap. Brandon dropping off.
Tim Schofield may have had an issue on the track just a moment ago. Still maintains the 5th position. It could have been just a glitch, but let's see. We got something to look at here. We'll see what happened to the 12.
Backed off a little bit. Brandon looked like he wanted to go again. If they make contact, I don't want to hit him.
Corner exit, but keeps his foot in it. Isn't really a crash per se, just a loss of connection for a brief minute. Back to the live action. Turzak still under fire from Brandon Mefford. Mefford just a couple of feet off the back bumper of that 051 machine as he gets back to start finish once again. Forward with Brandon Mefford, still trying to find an answer to this problem that is Kyle Turzak.
I think Brandon's dropping off. This lap car might shake it up some.
I get the tow truck out.
Well, it's gonna hurt me the most.
Got one outside.
That was nice talking to you.
All clear, all clear.
I'm sorry for your misfortune.
Mefford still running some quick laps. In fact, about a half-tenth quicker
What?
than Turzak that last time by.
The leader just did a 15.17.
Fortunately, though, I think Mefford's going to have to be a whole lot quicker than he is right now to make that pass. He might be able to dive bomb it down into the inside, trying to get alongside
Get him, Brennan.
51, but it's almost guaranteed going to force some contact. And Curtis in the HBR TV chat says, can you still join this series? I'm not 100% sure, Curtis. Try to send us a message, though. We'll see if we can get in touch. I mean, I don't know if you're willing to put your iRacing ID out on the chat. We can get you in touch with Chris Wally. He runs the series. He's not here this evening, but we got a light field. We started off the season with damn near 30 drivers. Things have whittled down here as the season has jumped into the playoffs, but yeah, it's not my call. We'd love to have more of you guys here.
If you're trying to talk, nothing came to, but
Quite quickly, we're getting into the end of stage number 2.
We are all three dead even right now.
I don't know if Turzak tipped his hand there in the interview after stage number 1, saying he was going to have to go another 100 laps on a set of tires. I don't know, maybe he's planning on skipping a pit stop here. Again, maybe that's the issue too, because we talked about whether or not the caution's actually going to come out for this second stage break. We've seen it happen sometimes for these shorter races, but not 100% of the time. So we'll see what comes to fruition there. If the caution does come out, I would expect everybody to come down and at least take 2 tires. But if not, I don't know. If they got enough fuel to the end, if we don't get a yellow between then and now, these guys may stay out all the way to the end.
you're volunteering to
More information there, Curtis.
Front stretch.
It's Curtis Cairns jumping in the HBR TV chat. It's a familiar name from previous leagues that we've covered here on the channel.
All right, we're halfway to
Curtis,
the
I'll make sure I follow up with you after this one here and see if I can get you in touch with their race admins. And
All ahead of us.
We'll go from there.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still confused.
top 3, you can throw a blanket over all 3 of them right now.
And
4th
back.
place, Tim Schofield. He's a ways back, about 4 seconds off of this battle.
Why do the tires not wear out in these cars?
Is simply leading a lap worth bonus points?
Week in and week out, Brandon Mefford
I'm not sure.
certainly getting a feel for this late model stock as this season progresses on.
Oh, great.
My VR headset just blinked black for a second. That was kind of scary.
Showed a lot more speed since
All
then.
clear, all clear.
Only a matter of time, I think, before he picks up another one or 2, maybe more. In the playoffs, though, now's the time to start getting it done. Effort is just right there, just not enough to get by. Lap 67, so clearly we have completed stage number 2. Turzak, of course, the winner of that. Mefford second. McCann third, as those positions now switch up. I don't know if Mefford just missed the corner or if he was just going up high to let Brian McCann get through without either one of them losing too much ground. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to reel in Turzak, or if they can, if they're going to be able to complete that pass once they get there. It's awfully strong. South Boston, I think you're almost going to have to move the guy to get around.
Shit, I can't catch him. Somehow, even tire saving, I've killed my right front.
"70 laps complete here from South Boston Speedway.
The leader just
Race
I have completely killed him.
22 and 23 of this season. We're going to jump out and get an HBR TV side-by-side break on the way. We'll be back after this.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed
He's shifting?
to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in.
Oh.
I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hell, I'm slower than Brandon now.
The leader just did a 15.159.
Thank you.
Inside. Stay high. Stay high. Clear low, clear low.
He's using that to get his car to rotate, but when I do it, I lose time. He's got it figured out.
The leader just did a 15.23.
He didn't do it that time. He's gonna hit the wall. I'm gonna hit the wall.
At current pace, just under 10 minutes remaining.
Outside.
I wonder
Still
how
there.
low that right front's getting. It seems like it's
Clear
below
high,
50%.
clear high.
Back at South Boston Speedway, Kyle Turzak
I'm really having to back off.
and continues to increase that lead. It's a 2-second advantage back to Brandon Mefford. 2.3, 2.4 back to third place, Brian McCann, and 8.5 seconds back to P4. Almost half a lap plus back to P5 in Tim Schofield.
Oh, I can't wait to go back to the big tracks next season.
7 laps complete as Turzak continues to dominate here, not only in the race, but this season. We've got 6 drivers still remaining on the lead lap. Larry Bruner, the first car, 1 lap down. New Quick in 8th. He's 4 laps down. Not sure what happened there with the 4. I don't think he went down those laps next.
I actually got it to work that time.
Another issue out on the track, and it does appear so as he made a pit stop at lap 69. Everybody else came down lap 27. Nuke did take tires, but again, 4-tire stop. Under green flag conditions here at Sobo, you're going to lose a lot of ground. It certainly seems that's what happened. He may have lost 1 lap on the track. Looks like he could have lost 3 during that pit stop.
Turn 1 and 2, it don't like it.
To go here from Sobo. Turzak still in command. I think he has led every single lap to this point.
Making a race of it up there?
No, we're out here just showing how bad of drivers we are.
Right sides only, so it looks like he's going to stretch this the whole race distance on the original set of left side tires.
About 50 more, and Kyle will probably lap us. Somewhere around like lap 30, 40 or something, my right front just died.
14.86. Kyle Turzak and Brandon Mefford both with 14.
And I thought I was safe.
Second laps. So those top 3 very even.
Like, it's so bad now, I'm going to hit the wall.
And single lap efforts, but you look.
Yeah, I hit it a couple times already.
Throwing down laps of 15.29s.
I'm just waiting for that meatball.
40, Brian McCann a 47.
You think people are going to be getting it?
I feel like I'm like 30% right now, so it's probably going to be close.
Turzak very.
Well, my saving grace is I'm probably going to get lapped, and that's 1 less lap I have to run.
29, rounded up to a 29. Rounded up.
That's one way to look at it.
In fact, lap 95 and 96, you see them there identical down to the 1,000th of a second.
If I get lapped, I'm going to insta-quit.
Turzak getting it done. Jumps back up into the 2nd spot. Again, I'm going to assume at that stage may have been a play exchange of
Kyle driving a different color car tonight?
Earlier on when Brandon gave to Brian McCann.
Tires on a little funny too.
Come to think of it, since the restart may not have been the case. I think Mefford was there the entire time.
Like 10 seconds, I'm going to be getting lapped here, so we're in
sometimes it's hard for me to keep track.
We're not in a good zone here.
Last week's runner-up, Garrett Johnston, the number 15, currently in the top 5 in the 4th position. Comfortable lead over the 5th place machine of Tim Schofield. He's got about 5.5 seconds on Tim. New Quick in the 8th spot in behind him there. You've seen a couple 3 car lengths back from the 15.
That blue and white isn't nearly as intimidating as the red and black, but
I retired the old chassis. That thing beat up. McCann hit it too many times.
What?
Wow, my tires are gone.
Welcome to the club.
Like, I cannot go.
Yeah, I can't get on the throttle.
Going down a lap to Kyle Turzak, so now the top 4 drivers on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Terzak's pace now a 15:46. Mefford about the same at a 45.
I didn't soak him long enough.
65. Garrett Johnston running some quick laps, though. He's 15:32, faster than the top three right now. Just got to wonder, did these guys abuse the tires early? Or
There's a good chance I'm going to get a meatball here.
now, Johnston again, faster than the top three.
I got to be getting around that 20% mark. I'm going to get past. Shit. Rip third. Might get spun out for third.
Zach still just adding to that lead. It's 4.5 seconds now.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low.
Everybody
Bedford back
tune off now.
Sorry, McCann back in the third position.
Y'all are not witnessing this.
Back from the race lead. That's about half a lap here.
You're not seeing anything here. I'm going to get lapped by the leader.
Zach just watching the laps wind down.
Like it won't turn.
Don't go too far after this one, folks. We got another 125 laps still to come. Same driver, same racetrack. Hopefully we can get Mike Cook and Josh Funkhauser back in.
If I get a meatball, then at least I got an excuse.
Bruner goes up the racetrack, leaving room for Terzak to get.
Come on, just 10 more.
I know, I'm trying my damnedest not to get lapped here.
We have 10 to go this time by. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2.5.
Yeah, we got another race after this one. I'm 100% going to get lapped here.
11 laps to go here from South Boston Speedway. Kyle Terzak dominating as usual. Out in front of this one since
I have nothing.
green flag, even through the pit stops. Won the race out of pit lane. Stayed out in front. Held off some attacks from Brian McCann and Brandon Mefford throughout this
Is that
race.
Nuke or Kyle behind me?
Driver able to get by the 051 of Kyle Terzak.
It's Nuke getting it.
To go. It's going to be 9 here in just a second.
Inside. All clear, all clear.
I don't know if we had a problem for the third position, but Brian McCann has lost that spot. Garrett Johnston jumps up into that third slot.
Yeah, that's going to be a big 0-0-0.
Back quickly and take a look at it.
This is ridiculous.
Johnston just caught and got to the inside of McCann. McCann got the fence on exit of turn 2 and opened the door. Johnston goes on by.
The gap is 6.4 seconds. The leader just did a.
There it is. I got the meatball.
6.54. Your car has
Kyle's going to come around and get me again.
I knew the meatball was close.
Right now, Johnston
Yeah, I just got it too.
times very close to race leader Kyle.
Oh, he cleared the black flag.
A 42 the last time.
I don't even know if I can make it 4 laps.
300ths of a second difference.
The gap is 6.6 seconds.
Johnston would have a lot of work to do, though, to reel in Brandon Mefford. He's still almost 3 seconds back.
That's kind of crappy.
4 or 5 laps.
Why did he clear that?
Don't know if there's enough time. Caution would certainly change things up quite a bit.
Oh, how did I take 4 tires on that? I thought I turned that off.
4 laps remaining.
Because if Kyle gets a meatball, then
While Larry Bruner hits pit
All right,
road,
man.
so
White
does
flag
Tim
at the line.
Schofield. I don't know if this is a tire situation. It's late in the run. I don't know. It's going to take those tires. Hey,
Stay high.
right, so
Still there?
might just be tired of driving it that way,
All
but
clear,
nonetheless,
all clear.
Terzak off of 4 since 2 laps to go.
Hey guys, Wally was in my chat a minute ago asking if everybody wanted to run the second
There's the
race.
flag. It's over.
He's not available to set it up, but we can do
Great job,
something.
driver.
I think he's talking to admin
Mistake-free
right now.
race so far for Kyle Terzak as he sees the final lap, the white flag in the air.
That was brutal.
Yeah, Wally was just in here.
Terzak into
He's
3
gonna
and
get
4.
with one of the admin.
Checker flag waves.
See about
Terzak wins
getting
it.
that second race set up properly. So just stand by for
Brandon Mefford off of 4. He'll cross the line in the second spot. Garrett Johnston will take.
I was throwing cords up into the grandstands.
Ryan McCann will take 4th, down 1 lap.
I didn't think it was that bad. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a big 0.
Turzak parks it here at the start-finish line, finishes up race number 1 with a win.
It's crazy because like the first 20, 30 laps, it feels pretty good, but it just dropped off big time after
Did that get
if
broadcasted?
everyone wants to go to race
That race,
channel
yeah.
1, I'll meet
See
you
if we
guys
can get a word
there
with our top
till
3,
we
Kyle
figure
Turzak,
out,
Brandon Mefford, and Garrett
what we're
Johnston
doing here.
here momentarily. We are going to hang here before going to break. See if we can get those guys before we start the next session. The opportunity, though, let's take a look at the results for this race. Of course, it was Kyle Turzak, Brandon Mefford, Garrett Johnston coming home 3rd, Brian McCann 4th, losing that 3rd spot late. Josh Stewart, Tim Schofield, Larry Bruner, Nuke Quick, and then Josh Funkhauser, Mike Cook taking 9th and 10th. Not taking the green flag here tonight. It looks like we do have Kyle Turzak available, so we'll pull him up into the booth right now and get a word with our race winner, Kyle Turzak. It's Steve with HBR TV booth. You got us?
Still got air in
Hey,
it.
fellas, you guys want to run another race or just have him call it a double points race?
The car count's a little low this evening. Plus we have
I'm
a couple
okay
guys
with
for some
calling it
reason
a double
didn't make
points
the start,
race,
but
but
you still had some
I'm
fast
okay with
guys in
running
there
too.
behind you.
So
How did you hold them off and eventually?
Yeah, I'm
I
okay
can
with
use
both.
all the practice I can get.
So it was about tire saving, like I said, in stage 1. And
Uh,
Brian,
are you an admin
for the league?
And
I was just saving.
I think so.
Saving, and
Wally needs to get the race started, but he's not in town. He can't do all the stuff that we normally do.
Oh, I don't know if I can launch a session. Let me look.
The tire to look after.
Okay.
And
He's told me to see if everybody just doesn't care to get in there, then he would
mechanics falling off. But,
just call it a double points, or he's going to give me his login to try to do it.
Save really hard, and then
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either way. If it's going to be a huge undertaking, just
pretty low on percentages.
try to follow Kyle around for 125 laps.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking Brian. He's in the points, so.
Cooler track
Yeah.
temps. Will that affect your
either. Whatever y'all think.
Track temp.
I can't modify the race.
Sobo's definitely
Okay.
at least this version.
Kyle, you want to run another race or call it a double points race and move on?
Definitely up to you. Does not matter. So you definitely have to protect your tires no matter what the track temp is, especially
Yeah,
how
I
long.
can't.
I'm good with a double points night.
I'm sure we'll be talking.
Then I'll throw my vote in on a double pointer.
Top 3. Good run.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Tonight. Congratulations. And
All right, I'm going to go tell Wally that's what we're going to do.
Kyle Turzak, your winner here in race
10-4.
number 1.
Right.
We're going to pull Garrett Johnston up here next, as I don't have Brandon Mefford, but that's common. He usually doesn't come up
Good win,
in
Kyle.
first races.
Thank you. That was
We got Garrett Johnston in the booth. You got us there.
Mefford was trying his hardest right there to pass me.
Last week after
I knew the tires were coming to play.
you weren't real sure about how
That's
this
felt
was
it,
going to go.
especially in practice.
Here we are with a
My front was falling off.
top 3 finish here. Once
I had
again,
that
just
big
can't
0.
wait to get to my.
race 1 here at Sobo.
I just can't wait to get to the home.
I saw that after. I want to see what your tires were on your stream. After.
Kyle, did you? Are you a road racer? Did you win the road race this season?
I knew as soon as I came back out for the
No, I went a lap down because I had to help my mom, and then I wrecked myself trying to get my lap back.
Oh,
I was kind of getting.
I'm really good at Daytona Road Course, though.
Laps.
I won the 24. I've won the 24-hour 3 years in a row. Yes, that's a flex.
Kind of
nice.
And probably
I like road courses. I'm hoping I can.
I love
keep
Daytona
up.
Road Course.
So with that said, can we
That'll be interesting in this car. I feel like we're just going to be pegged on the rev limiter the whole time, but let's have a.
Are we just going to use the road course setup? Is that what we're going to use?
I probably won't win the thing, but
I don't know. I don't think he had anything special made, so
hopefully let everyone else.
Should be interesting.
And I'll be waiting.
Well, good luck the rest of the way. Good win tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, sir.
Brian, did you get a meatball?
Your 3rd place finisher here in this first race. Again, we don't have
Yeah.
Brandon Mefford, but that's all right.
Dang it.
Talk to him time after this second race is in the books. Stay with us. We won't be gone too long.
I might go back to the red and black car. Just one and deal, one and done.
So stay with us. Another 120.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were coming up on me because I was looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh, it's just the same blue car that the 03 was racing with me most of the night. Thought it was him. Like, oh shit.
Josh, you're gonna have to change your colors now. Kyle took them.
If so. Yeah, didn't that give you enough room on that second restart?
Oh, I don't even remember. I was just doing everything I could to keep my wheel clamped to the table and try to race hard. So it was, I didn't have any issue with you or anybody for that matter.
Okay, yeah, I try to leave you a bunch of room on the bottom.
Yeah, you could give me 2 lanes, 3 lanes, and I'll still have trouble getting around if I'm struggling with my wheel. I expect there to be a little bit of contact and racing with everybody. I ain't gonna get too butthurt over it.
I guess we're done here.
Especially at a tight track like this. It felt like it was really easy to get loose, and that's where I figured I was going to wipe someone out overcorrecting getting loose.
My biggest thing was getting tight about halfway through the run.
And Spartan Logistic Management is.
I see Wally and Daniel still talking in there, so I don't know what they're discussing.
Yeah, I ended up getting a meatball
Auto transport
right after you passed me
in-house brokerage
at the end there.
Facilities.
I'm like, holy crap! You couldn't turn the car at all.
Garrett was hauling at the end.
Indiana.
Look at his lights.
I don't know if he must have saved early. He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he was saving hard. I can look at those laps.
Gundaker, World of Outlaws late model.
I was running about 0.2 off the pace the entire time.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
I waited until I saw Kyle on my relative, and I was like, okay, I better start going.
That was a good strategy.
For St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
I wasn't sure how long it would take for the tires to fall off. I didn't run enough laps in practice, so I was, well, I'm just going to go see what happens.
Someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been.
Are we doing the second race?
I don't know. Chris is talking to Daniel, so.
No, they said they were going to do double points.
It's about you. And that's what Marcos is. And that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Yeah, double points in just one race.
I want to see confirmation of that because they still broadcasting.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to call it a night, fellas. See you next week.
See ya.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Tim.
All right.
Guess that's confirmation. All the
See you
drivers
guys.
leaving.
All right. I'll see you next time.
Yep. Well, we'll just call it there. Last week I spun myself down the pits, and this week I burned my tire up completely. So off to a little rocky start. But tune in next week. It's a road course. Daytona. Yep. Daytona road course, 90 minutes. Later.